Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
April 10, 2020, Good Friday for 2020, the All FT edition. All of today's articles will be from the Financial Times. First up, defining productivity in a pandemic may teach us a lesson, from Diana Cole. How should we measure the contribution of a teacher or a health worker during a crisis? One P word has been dominating the economic policy discussions for some time has been productivity. But now that coronavirus has dealt an unprecedented blow to economies everywhere, policymakers are asking how it will affect productivity at a national level. The long-term effects of COVID-19 are unknown. They may depend on the length of time for which economic activity will have to be suspended. The longer the lockdown lasts, the greater the hit to overall output growth and the increase in unemployment. Productivity, the output the economy gains for the resources and the effort it expands, matters because it drives improvements in living standards, better health, longer lives, greater comfort. Investment, innovation, and skills are key ingredients, though the recipe is often a mystery. The pandemic will certainly cause short-term fall in private sector productivity. This is not because people are unwell or struggling at home around children and pets, but because also of a sharp decline in output. Employment is falling, and many businesses are keeping workers on their books so that input will not decline as much. In general, productivity falls when output falls. So how will you measure productivity at your organization could be an important question going forward. Next up, from Brookmasters, supply chains need some love during the coronavirus pandemic. Being geographically diversified and relatively well capitalized, you should be in a position to weather the supply chain storm, but smaller suppliers are obviously in danger of going out of business. In my blog post today, I talk about the financial health of suppliers, and that has become even more important. So it's not simply who's in your supply chain, but how healthy are they? And are you monitoring their health so that you'll be aware if a problem goes down? Next up, HSBC continues to have money laundering problems as it reports potential money laundering breaches. Its Australian subsidiary has told regulators it may have underreported transactions and broken anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing laws by failing to report transactions it facilitated with foreign banks and other institutions. So HSBC continues to be in the banks behaving badly category. And finally, one of the strangest stories we've seen recently is a potential new business venture by former Uber founder Travis Kalanick appeared and then disappeared. For a brief moment, it appeared he was ready to roll out an internet food court, a food delivery service without any physical dining space. A press release was issued. Yet the ghost kitchen turned out to be a phantom. Shortly after the press release, with a online website available for order, the website was taken down. A spokesman for Travis Kalanick said that the press release nor the website were authorized by he or his company. It's not clear who put it up, yet Kalanick has rented space in Los Angeles for a kitchen to deliver, or rather cook food, and then use a variety of delivery services. So the mystery of the Phantom Kitchen continues. I hope you have a good Friday. I'm pleased to announce a new podcast series which premieres on the Compliance Podcast Network this week. It is called The Compliance Life, where I engage in an extended conversation with chief compliance officers about their road to the CCO chair and what life has been like for them in that seat. It's something that I know you will enjoy, so please check it out. It premieres next week on the Compliance Podcast Network. Thanks for listening.